Did you find an apartment if I'm still with Carson? Any new merch you are working on? How's it going with acting classes? Are you gonna buy the iPhone 12 for that? Hey guys, it's Sadie and this is about to be one juicy video. It's filled with questions that you guys asked me. It's a life update video, but like answering your guys' questions that you've been asking me so much. Maybe this is kind of like questions I've been avoiding answering just because I didn't really have the answers to it. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna like leave them hanging and stuff. I literally never want to do that, but it's just stuff that I literally didn't have the answers to until recently. So this is like really huge announcements, a really cool thing. So stay throughout the whole video so that you guys get all the information, and I'm so happy that you chose to click on this video. If you're here and you're not subscribed, might as well just subscribe, you know? Click that little button down there, or is it down here? I couldn't tell you. Let me know which side it's on, and then click the bell while you're at it to get notified of all of my videos. And let's just get right on into your questions that you guys have been asking me non-stop. There are a lot. There are many. So I'm just gonna kind of not give huge answers, but let's just hop right into it. Did you find an apartment? So as you guys know, the last that you guys heard of the apartment was in my apartment hunting video. If you haven't seen that, click the I, pause, go watch that, and then come back to this video because I'm about to like say a spoiler. So I'm just gonna wait a bit till you guys do that. Okay, so I actually did find an apartment, and it was not any that I included in that video because after that I went on 2 more showings of apartments and I found ones in different buildings that I wanted to check out. When I checked them all out, I actually had like a top 3 at one point that I would have rathered over the one that I told you guys that I was going to. I literally said I'm gonna give short answers and then I literally go on a rampage. So basically I found the perfect apartment for me. I put it in offer and 24 hours later they accepted. Yeah, so I have the apartment. I'm 100% moving out. Yes, I will be doing apartment tour. I will be doing like setting up my room, just like decorating, buying stuff, all of those videos. So be ready for that content. I am so excited to move out. When are you moving out? So this apartment, I get to move in December 15th. So I don't know if it's going to be that exact day, but around the middle of December. How do you shoot your videos and equipment used? I decided to answer this question really quickly because I did just get a new camera and I'm filming on that right now. I really like it. It's the Canon EOS M6 Mark II. This is really nice actually. Tara Michelle, you guys definitely know her. She recommended this camera to me and I just saw her vlogs and I really liked how it focused so fast. So I just asked her and she was like, definitely get this one. So thank you, Tara, if you're watching this. And it's the, what lens is it? 15 to 45 millimeter lens. I would definitely recommend it. I've loved it so much. It's a zoom lens. If you can hear people upstairs, that's my mom in the kitchen, but that won't be a problem when I get my own apartment. And then also my old vlog camera was a Canon G7X. Oh, let me show you that one. It is, now I can actually show you guys how it's broken. The screen is like off. We taped it together, but whenever I would go like this, it would like come off, so it would go upside down. And the focusing was just so bad on it. So I'm gonna keep it just for like, I don't know, if I need like an extra camera or something, but my other camera is a Canon 80D with a 24 millimeter lens. How's it going with acting classes? So yes, I have been taking acting classes and they're like weekly classes. They're over Zoom, but they're usually supposed to be in person in Toronto, but I literally love them so much. Like, I didn't think I'd really like them that much, and they're so different than what I thought it would be. Like, acting is so different than what I thought, and I think it's like different from what everyone thought. It's really hard, really challenging. I am not perfect at it yet, definitely not, but we just actually filmed our self-tape, so that was like the last class in that starter beginners class. I've had no experience with acting, so I took the most beginners class that I could, and we just filmed a self-tape, and my monologue was like a really sad, serious one, and I didn't really think I'd be able to do it, but I'm really proud of it, and I think this is something that I really want to like take somewhere. So yeah, fingers crossed that something happens with this. But I'm taking the next step class like after this one at the same company. I love my teacher and I love the people in the class, so hopefully one day I can actually go to an in-person class. And I also learned a ton about the industry of acting and like the challenges that come with it and all the terminology, how to get an agent. I love acting classes. I actually have one tonight from 6 to 9. What time do you usually go to sleep? I decided to answer this question because this is such a life update for me. I'm literally always tired. Like, is anyone else literally just always tired? I had a grande coffee and I am still tired. Like, I do get a little bit of motivation after I drink my coffee, but then it's like 3 p.m. hits and I'm like, I could go to bed. And I get so much sleep, and I also cannot manage to wake up early, like cannot. My mom thinks it's an iron deficiency, which honestly it could be, so that's really good for me. So I usually go to bed at like 11:30 because I'm really trying to get a lot of sleep so I'm not tired. And I usually wake up at around 8. Okay, so I got a ton of questions that are asking if I'm still with Carson. It was probably like 90% of the questions was this question, like what happened with you and Carson? Did you guys break up? Are you guys still together? Why isn't he in more videos? I'm here to clear this up. I did decide to put my relationship online, so I'm just going to answer it. We did break up for a little while. It wasn't anything super serious, like no one did anything bad. It was not bad, but we had some time to talk it over and figure things out, and now we are back together. So yes, we did break up for a little bit, but now we are back together, and I haven't made a ton of videos with him, which is the next question, which is why isn't Carson in more videos, or why don't you show him more on your Instagram? Like, where's the content with him? And we just got back together so recently, and we really wanted to like think this through, and because he is definitely not a social media person, like he is not comfortable in front of the camera like I am, we are still trying to figure out how much we want to put online and how much we don't, because he is so different from me in that way, and I feel like he doesn't come across the best in videos because he's so shy and like reserved in front of the camera, so you guys don't even get to see like the real him, which I don't want to like put a false persona of him on the internet, which I don't really know if that makes sense, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So we're still trying to figure out, like he is okay with being in some things, but like in some things just makes him really uncomfortable. I will still be posting with him like on Instagram and stuff, like his birthday's coming up and stuff like that, so it's not going to be completely private, but we're just still figuring out how much he wants to be in my stuff. How many times do you work out per week? Literally 0. Like literally 0. I cannot remember the last time I worked out. The area that I'm in right now just went back to phase 2 for COVID. I don't know if you guys have phases where you live, but basically like no gyms, no dining in. Those are like the basic things, like no public gatherings, still 10-person bubble. All gyms are closed, and I just feel so much more motivated to work out when I'm at the gym, and it's been so gloomy and rainy and cloudy where I live right now, so I just don't have any motivation to work out. Hopefully I will get that back. Might just be when we move to phase 3 again, but right now it's been 0, and I'm not even going to lie, 0 times a week. Are you taking your car with you to Toronto? Yes, and that is such a reason why it was so difficult to find an apartment, because I needed an apartment that came with parking and also visitor parking, like underground visitor parking, because Grace and Carson, if they visit me, they are going to have to pay parking like somewhere if I didn't have visitor parking, so I need a building with that. What has been your fave nail design recently? This one. I actually put this on TikTok and I was like, which one should I get like for my nails? And you guys all picked this one, and I didn't want to get this one. Like I wanted to get the other one. Next time I will get this one because I think it's absolutely sick. I got a lot about apartments and Carson. Like that's basically like everything that I got. What are your apartment criterias? Okay, you want the list. So I needed kind of an open concept thing, because if I'm going to be filming in this place literally all the time, it's going to be really hard if I can only film in like one angle, so I needed kind of space to move around my filming locations. Great lighting, that was such a huge one. Preferably light floors, but not the end of the world if not. Like light walls, a light kitchen, stuff like that, so that it's really bright in the background. I needed parking, preferably visitor parking as well. Oh, and I needed it to be close to my sister, so that was the one thing, because I am not moving out with Grace. I'm moving out by myself, and this was also another question, which is why aren't you moving out with Grace? Because I literally said that was my plan before. Grace's classes are all online, like her university classes, so there was really no point in her moving out and spending all of this money on an apartment if she didn't even need to go to school in Toronto. So she's going to stay this year at home. Maybe we will even move out in an apartment next year together, but this year just didn't seem right for her. So I needed to be close to my sister because I'm moving out alone at 18 in Toronto during COVID, so I would be very alone. Like I'm not gonna have a bunch of people visiting me and like all these things. If it wasn't COVID, I'd be completely fine, but like having my sister like right down the street is so amazing. We can just like go meet up for like dinner, or go get coffee, go get groceries together, like go for drives. I could just visit her when I want to like talk and stuff. How often do you see your boyfriend? So we see each other I think every week, every week we kind of plan, like we really have to plan out our lives. Like we literally have a call every week and he's like, okay, I work this day, and this day, and then I have hockey this day, and I'm like, okay, I'm filming on this day, and then like this is happening, I'm taking Instagrams, I have like this photo shoot. So we would have to like plan our whole week, and he'll usually come and stay one night and then he'll leave like the next morning or like the next afternoon. And yeah, very busy lives, but we make it work. Since you take Instagram seriously, are you gonna buy the iPhone 12 for that? Actually, no. Like, I have no interest in getting another phone. I feel like everyone expects like YouTubers or influencers to get like the latest technology. I feel like I don't need it. Like, I really like this phone. Like the iPhone 11, I was kind of like splurging on that. I was like, I really do not like need this, but I decided to treat myself with this because this is what I take most of my Instagram photos with. And also, I have so many cases that I want to use on my phone, but then I get a new phone and I have to get those cases again. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to use the cases that I have. So no, I'm actually not planning on getting the 12. I don't even know what it looks like. Save Insta shoot. I actually just did a shoot with Michelle, so go follow her. I love her. She's literally the sweetest. And the photos will be coming back to me, I think, the end of this week, which is like right when this video is being posted. So keep a lookout for those on my Instagram. I loved that shoot so much, even though it was freezing. Like, you cannot tell in the photos, but it was so cold. I was dying, like shiver me timbers. This is very important. What are your favorite pair of socks right now? Definitely the Nike Dry Fit ankle socks. 100%. Very important question. I agree. How has dance been going? Do you think you will take any classes when you move out? I have been dreaming of going to dance conventions in Toronto because all the best ones are like in Toronto, and I've never been to a dance convention in my life. I also want to take dance classes downtown because I think that'd be so sick, but definitely not during COVID because I don't think that's like the safest thing to do. So when COVID is over, I would definitely like to take some classes in Toronto. I think that'd be such a cool experience. And I'm also thinking of getting representation for acting and also doubling with dance. My gym is closed, so I can't even go dance there. Any new merch you are working on? Yes, actually a lot of things are coming out. I would say 3 launches, like 3. And one of them has multiple products. That's all I'm saying. Get ready for the holidays. Get ready to write it down on your wish list. Like, get ready. Like, warm up your thumbs, because I don't even know which one I'm the most excited for. But one of them is definitely the iOS 14 icon pack that I'm releasing very soon. Is quarantine over in your country? No. It actually went back a phase because everyone likes to party in university. So yeah. So now we're back one phase. Good job, guys. So not really seeing anyone right now. It's fine. It's fine. Would you consider getting a puppy anytime soon? It's funny how I got so many questions on this. Is it just that when influencers move out, they just like always get a puppy? Because I don't know why I was getting so many of these questions. I've never mentioned anything like that. No, I am not. I'm not planning on getting a dog. I would love to have a dog if it was like my family's dog and I wasn't the only one taking care of it. But I don't think I'd want to have a dog right now by myself and have that responsibility. I'd be scared. But I do enjoy playing with Grace's and Abby's dogs, and I do contemplate kidnapping them when I see them. Why do you want to move to Toronto, and like why did you decide to move out? So this is a really good question because I basically switched the plan up on you guys and on myself. I took this gap year because I wanted to really see like where I could take my YouTube channel. I wanted to experience new things. I want to experiment in different fields, industries. I had worked a lot the year before and in high school and stuff on my channel to make enough money to maybe move out or start a new project and stuff like that. So I had this stuff like built up and I had all these things that I wanted to do, and I said like, why am I going to be spending thousands of dollars at university or college if I have all these things that I want to experiment with? University and school will always be there. So if I have these opportunities right now, I am going to take them right now and see what I can do because I really enjoy doing this, and I really don't want to be doing the exact same thing that I was doing last year when I was in high school. Like, I want to say I took this gap year and I did everything that I wanted to do. So the reason why I'm moving out is because it's kind of scary for me, like living on my own during a pandemic. pandemic with a person that really likes to talk to people. Living alone is definitely something that's going to challenge me, but once again, using this year to try new things and to challenge myself. It's going to also give me a lot of motivation with like work and my job. It's going to give me a ton of content, like I'm not going to lie, for my YouTube, my Instagram, for everything. It's going to get me closer to where acting jobs are, where events are going to be held after COVID. It's just putting me forward one more step. Do you have an acting agent? No, I don't have an acting agent, and part of this first beginner's class was teaching us how to act, obviously, and second, how to get an agent. So you basically have to get headshots, you have to have a cover letter, and you have to have a resume. So I still have to get all of things together and put together like a little package, and you send those off to agencies. I have a lot of different options and things that I have to think about because I also have like a YouTube management, so I don't really know like how to separate them, or do I kind of like combine them. There's like a lot of things to think about and to make. I also need to get headshots done, so that's really scary and expensive. So no, I don't have an agent right now, but I am still working on that, and I will eventually. What style are you going for in your new house? I really just do the same style literally every single place that I live. Like here I have boho glam. That is what I'm thinking. Boho glam is how I say it, and definitely very like white and bright, but also with some pink touches, I think. I'm so excited to start decorating. I literally just answered all those questions. Yay! That was a little scary, but I hope that you guys definitely got a little life update on what's happening. If you have any more pressing questions, then comment them down below. Updates on my apartment will definitely be done on Instagram and also on this channel, so make sure to stick around and subscribe and press that bell. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.